We're running it back. I'm still at Tiger Park because Jayden Heavener is here joining me. Just talked to Tori, but we're going to double it up because when you're in town, you got to load up with LSU softball content. I'm Abby Alonzo, your host of Out of Left Field. Like I said, Jayden is here joining us. I appreciate you giving me the time today. I'm super excited to dive into who you are. Like I said, not necessarily what you do.
Yeah.
We'll talk softball because you've put on a hell of a show on the field, but I want to go back. Pace, Florida. That is from what I heard, they pump out baseball and softball. It's a big thing in the culture down there. Talk to me about how that has shaped you and landed you here at LSU.
Yeah, so I moved to Pace, Florida when I was in 7th grade. I played for Pace High School. We didn't get to play like in middle school and everything, but I played a couple of travel ball teams around there. I did play for the Bolts at the time. But when I got to high school, I feel like I knew Shelby McKenzie really well. So whenever we both ended up going there, I think it was like a really good eye-opener for both of us. So like we can do some big things here for this program. And also her brother Jackson McKenzie played there for Pace as well. I think our freshman year and our sophomore year, that's whenever Pace baseball was really good. They had a bunch of recruits out of there, and we also had Mallory Baker. Our whole class was pretty good. We had a lot of talent that also played travel ball over the summer and everything. They were all looking for colleges to go to once we graduated. So I think it was just something that we loved, and we also took everything that we learned from travel ball to high school to tell our coaches and just to help out the players around us. And it was just something really fun that we loved to do, and had a lot of best friends on that team. So it kind of just helped out knowing that they play travel ball as well.
Being in such a competitive place for the sport, how has that shaped how you compete here now? Good question.
That is a good question. I think being in the atmosphere that I was in with all the coaches that were kind of just looking at me and Shelby as like coaches as well, to help them, lead them to decide on what decisions they need to make and everything. I think it helped make us into leaders as well. And kind of now that I'm in college, we had a whole meeting in the fall, kind of just how can you be a leader yourself instead of just, you don't have to be an open, you don't have to be a very loud person. I'm not a very loud person. If you look at Jayla Lassiter, she's the definition of a loud person. She's an amazing leader. So I think back to Pace High School, I think it helped us learn how to be leaders in a way, on the field, off the field, kind of just showing other players that it's not just about practice that you have with the team, it's about practicing yourself and kind of helping what we've learned from travel ball coaches and bringing it to high school. I think it really helped the coaches and the players as well.
Yeah, I think it did really help Miss Gatorade Player of the Year and throwing a perfect game on your college debut. If you didn't know that, she had 13 strikeouts in her first ever college game. That is insane. Let's switch to the mindset around that. What was it like to step onto the field and then walk off that field with a perfect game in your college debut?
It's nothing really special, honestly.
I love that answer.
Whenever I go into games and everything, or big games, or even the first game, if I try to make myself too nervous or hype it up too much to myself, it's not going to be good for myself. I think I just it's another game. I've played this sport so many years of my life. I've practiced every day. It's nothing different. It's just a different name across my chest and a different field, obviously, for my freshman year. So I think it was just very calm. When I walked off the field, I didn't really realize that it was a perfect game, and I'm sure everyone in the dugout, and I know Coach is superstitious, so if anybody said a single word, they all knew not to say anything.
Right.
So nobody said anything to me. I think most of them were avoiding me in the field, in the dugout in between innings, so that they wouldn't accidentally slip up and say something about it, because I wasn't really paying attention to much of like, oh, this is a perfect game, because if I would have, I would have jinxed myself, basically. So I didn't really realize until after the game, and that coach gave me the ball, and she gave me a big hug. She had a huge smile on her face. So it was a big accomplishment, but it was really fun.
But it's clockwork for you. That's your job. You went out there, you did your job, and that was that. And it happened to be a perfect game. So when you're prepping for maybe moments of pressure, or stepping into that circle and wearing LSU on your chest is pressure to begin with, because the standard is so high at LSU across the board. What's the process or the mindset of your everyday work that gets you to be able to step on that field and execute?
I think just every day have a little goal and kind of step on the field knowing that like this is your job, this is something you love, and you've put your all into it. So I think it's not really a job at the end of the day, it's something you love. So coming in here every single day, pitching every day, hitting every day, doing defense, being with my best friends and my family is like something that I enjoy. So it's not necessarily like oh, I have to be here. It's like, oh, I get to be here. I want to be here. So it's really fun. It's a really amazing place to be, and being out on the field kind of is just like a little cherry on top of everything.
I love that you just said, I don't have to be here, I get to be here. I think that's such an important perspective to have. There's so many girls that would love to play at LSU, and you have the opportunity and the privilege to do that. What keeps you motivated? Because sometimes sports can be hard, and you go through stretches, and I just talked to Tori about something similar. You go through stretches where maybe you're trying to figure it out and you just can't, and it's just not clicking. How do you push yourself through those phases to get back to being in line and doing your job, basically?
Yeah, so my parents are a big thing. Like, they're just a big role model for myself. Like, I just look back at all the years and the time and the money that they've put into this and all the effort that they've put into this, and they love the game just as much as I do. I think if my dad could be on the field with me, he would. If he could catch me out there, he would. But yeah, I just think I'm so grateful for them, and like they've went through so many things, so many hard times trying to figure out who's going to take me where, or trying to figure out what camps I can get to. So I think when I have a tough time, I call my mom every single day, trying to just talk to her, and she just talks me through it. Sometimes she just doesn't say anything, she just listens, and it's all I need to have my parents with me. So. But yeah, I just also think about like all the hard work I've put in, and I know what I'm doing. Like, I've played softball since I was 4. I've pitched since I was 9. So I mean, it's not rocket science. There's always something new to learn every day. And I'm just learning. Like, it's not, like, I don't try to take it too seriously to myself, although it is very serious to myself. It's something that I love. But the more I think about that and just how grateful I am and just talk to my parents, I think I can get through some tough times.
Yeah, I think one of the things you just said, I'm always learning. I'm lucky enough that I get to talk to some of the best in softball. And I just talked to Georgina Korick, who pitches for the Talons in the AUSL. Mm-hmm. Megan Framo, and Montana Fouts are in a bullpen together, which if you know softball, that is unheard of. It's not even fair that they're on the same team. I said what I said. But they talk about how even though they're playing for Team USA and they're playing overseas, they are constantly learning from each other. And one of the coolest things is when you play at a school like LSU and for a program like this one, I feel like you're learning from your teammates all the time. Yeah. So when you look back on this first season, was there ever a moment where you caught yourself kind of learning from your peers?
Yes, especially as a freshman, kind of coming in here not knowing how it all works, how college works. In the bullpens, I would always look at Sydney Berzon. She was always a big role model for me, just kind of understanding the game, and her knowledge of the game was insane. Just kind of seeing how she went about her business and how she prepared for games and how she ran her own bullpens. Like, she always knew so much about herself, and kind of just, I liked watching her work and just learning little things that I could use. From the hitting aspect, I think when I was like, even now, I still watch Tori. Like, when we're doing stations, I'll kind of look over and see what Tori's doing, or Macy or Jayla or whoever's in front of me, kind of just learning little things that maybe could work for me, and just kind of learning from everybody around you. So I feel like that really helps. This year, we have Cece and a bunch of the other freshmen and the new transfers, and we also have Tatum Compton still in the bullpen with us. So I pick up little things here and there, and we also have conversations like what could help her, because me and Cece have a lot of conversations because we are obviously completely different pitchers. So when we're trying to throw pitches I'm trying to throw pitches that she may be amazing at, or vice versa, like, we have those conversations to see what could work best for us. So I feel like learning from each other every day is a privilege.
I'm glad you brought that up, of you guys being completely different pitchers. As females in sports, it's easy to fall into almost competing because somebody else does something completely different, or thinking that you have to do something a certain way to, hit your goals or to execute whatever it is. What is it like to learn from somebody who does something completely different and not feel like you have to do the same thing, like staying true to how you do things and staying true to your process, but still learning from somebody who does something completely different?
Yeah, so I think it can go for all of us. We're all really confident in the things that we have, and we're really confident in like our best works best for us. Mm-hmm. So I don't really think it's a big battle between us to figure out, oh, like she has a good pitch, I need to make mine as perfect as hers, because I don't ever see it that way. I'm just very proud of everybody on the field who has amazing pitches. Like her drop ball is amazing. My rise ball or my curve, like I know what I have, but I know what's best for her too. So I love watching everything different. If everybody looked the same or if everybody looked like me, that would be hard.
Yeah.
For me, I'd be like, dang, like I'm not different. Like
right.
I kind of want to be different. I want to see everybody different, go out there in the circle and have other teams see something different thrown at them.
That's the beauty of the sport and the
yeah.
team. When you look forward to this year, from the outside, the stars look like they're aligning and the pieces are all there. What are you looking forward to seeing from this team this year?
I'm looking forward to see a lot.
Loaded question.
Yeah,
sorry.
they all really want to succeed. They all really want everybody on this team to succeed. They're not self-centered. They're very like, I want her to do good, I want her to do good. So it's very like a loving family. Like just being with my sisters every day, I'm looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to going to the wins, going to the losses, like just like, because that brings the team together. Like I want to say we're going to win every single game, but there's going to be a game that we may lose. But I mean, that's going to bring us together closer, have conversations that need to be had, and just go throughout this season. We have a lot of games to go through, so just playing it game by game, inning by inning.
You've had a lot of individual success throughout your career. What have you learned from failure that you didn't necessarily learn from success?
Failure comes a lot more than success. Mm-hmm. And you're still going to wake up the next day and go to practice. You're still going to throw that bullpen. You're still going to go through rotations, just like if you had success the day before or the game before. Like if I threw that perfect game, I still showed up to practice the next day. The same person, I still have things to work on. I still have things I need to grow on. So I feel like it's just a process.
I always ask this question. It's my favorite question to ask, and we'll round it out with this one. I just asked Tori this. We're in a time of softball that we've never seen before. There's been foundation laid by the greats like Jenny Finch and the whole Team USA way back in the day. But now we're seeing it explode from the college level to the professional level, NIL. The skills are getting better. It's right on the precipice of absolutely exploding. And the younger generation is getting to watch that, and they have badass women to look up to. Mm-hmm. So if you were to sit in front of a group of 10 to 15-year-olds that play softball, what would you hope that they would take from whatever you said with their career?
Failure is basically success. I feel like you have to learn from something. You have to figure out what works best for you. I would say be very, very thankful for your parents, for your family, because I would not be where I am. I would not be the person I am without them. Even now, even though I don't live with them, they don't go to practice with me every day. They hear about it every single day. Mm-hmm. They want to hear about it every single day. So having people to talk to, like I call my family, or like growing up, like they took me everywhere. Now that I get to look back on that, it's like I wouldn't have been able to come to this, the camp that I came to love this sport or to love this school. I wouldn't be able to travel the whole United States to go play softball, to get recognition, to play somewhere. So I would say be very grateful for your family. Be respectful to everybody that you come in contact with, because you never know who you're talking to. And just keep working at it, keep loving the game, and don't let anybody change who you are as a person.
I love that you said, don't let anybody change who you are as a person. I said that was the last one, but you keep talking about your family, so I'm going to ask this. What's your favorite softball memory with your mom and dad? I'm sure there's thousands. Like you said, they brought you everywhere. But if you could think of one off the top of your mind.
Let me think. My dad always catches me. He still catches me when I go home for break. So I've hit him multiple times.
He's got bone bruises.
He's got bruises everywhere. He's got bruises everywhere from not getting behind the net either when I'm hitting.
Oh, God.
Yeah. My mom, she's ran a lot of my social medias. She stopped catching me when my first year. I think I hit her once, and she was like, no.
This is Dad's job.
No. But I think they both play a different role. My dad catches me all the time. He doesn't always know what to say, but whenever he does say stuff, it really helps me. My mom always, she knows exactly what to say all the time, so I feel like she's always helped me mentally. And they both help me mentally. They always have something to say helpful towards me. They always keep me confident, but they always keep me humble. So I think my biggest memory, I don't know.
That was it though. Like your dad
kinda
catching and your mom helping you through the mental side of it.
Yeah.
Like, maybe it's not one specific memory, but just them powering you to be able to do what you do out here.
Yeah.
I think is enough.
And getting me everywhere. I think my mom works from home, so she's always on the computer or whatever. Wherever we're traveling, we're in the car. She's working in the car, so she'll be at lessons hour, 2 hours away on the computer working, taking calls, but she could have been on the couch and told me no to go taking me to lessons, but she chose to take me to lessons. So I'm very grateful for that. My dad would stay up because he works night shifts. He would stay up for 24 hours to go to games. He would drive. He would come home from work at night in the morning. It'd be like 7 o'clock in the morning. He'd pack the car and we'd drive to go to a tournament.
Wow.
And he'd watch our games. He wouldn't go to sleep. He wouldn't go to the hotel. He'd stay up for 24 hours, 48 hours just to watch me play. So
Dude,
it's amazing what they do for me.
if you're a young athlete, thank your parents. There's a lot of stuff they do that they don't get flowers for, but between the travel, the money, the time, the bouncing back and forth from practice to lessons I remember my dad like staying up to wash my pants, like make sure they were ready to go for all the little things. Just thank your parents because they are a big part of why you're able to play the sport, clearly.
Yeah, and I've forgotten so many jerseys and so many socks and cleats, and my dad has gotten them for me. I'll be like, Mom, can you grab them for me? She's like, Jayden. She brings them.
Yep.
She doesn't have to, but she
really?
would.
That's awesome. Well, I appreciate you sitting down with me today. I'm super excited to see what you do this year, and hopefully we see you all in OKC.
Yes.
I'd love that.
Yes.
I'd love to be there with you.
Thank you so much.
Absolutely.